Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Flanders Flooring Days. I will tackle a bit deeper and more insights on the part on vinyl recycling, vinyl and its sustainability route. I am Lara Misseeuw, working for Beaulieu International Group, and the last 3 years I worked within the innovation team. But first, let me just briefly explain you who is Beaulieu, who we are. So Beaulieu at a glance. Beaulieu is a family-owned company, and it was founded in 1959 by Roger de Klerk. He was quite innovative to start tufting with synthetic polymers. Not wool anymore, not natural materials, but synthetic polymers, and it was quite lucrative. He could expand his business to other types of flooring and even to other material solutions, which is today still a very big group with the headquarters in Waregem very close by. We have a very clear mission and a purpose, being shaping sustainable living together. So we are trying to make your life more convenient as a team, that you can enjoy it together in a very sustainable way. We are worldwide active, close to 5,000 employees, over 19 countries, so you can find us nearly everywhere. And today our business units are, half of it is flooring, but we are also active in polymers, engineered solutions and upholstery. But today we are here for flooring, Flanders Flooring Days, so I pick and take a closer look into flooring. And then you see that we as a group have 6 different flooring types available, being luxury vinyl tiles, needle felt, artificial grass, carpet, sheet vinyl and laminate and parquet. If you take a closer look on the PVC-based materials, then it's the luxury vinyl tiles and the sheet vinyl, which is more than 50% of the full portfolio is PVC-based. And it's as such that we are here part of the project and being the tackler for everything related to PVC. You can find us you can find us on vinyl under the brand Beaulieu and Utex. We have 4 production sites. In Europe, it's in Belgium, Wilsbeke and Slovenia. Also in US and Russia, we have a quite significant plant. And the vinyl planks and tiles are also known under Beaulieu, but also under the brand Barry Alloc. Which comes to the technical part and the more result part of driving sustainability in vinyl flooring. And I can definitely start with one clear message, one clear direction, and we have only one end goal, being 0 environmental footprint. It's as simple as that, to put on paper and to tell you this, that look, this is where we need to go. The route going there is challenging and not that easy, but at least the end goal is there, and we believe we can work towards this goal. And therefore, we have a 4-stage process where you see indeed the 4 different parts in the full life chain and the from start to end of the vinyl flooring, being sourcing raw materials. Later on, you can produce the floor with it. You have a usage phase, and then you have the end of life phase, and hopefully everything can come back in a new raw material. To start, let's tackle indeed the raw material part and the production part. From innovation point of view, this was the main focus. It's also there that you can have, it's scope 3 as well, where you can have the biggest influence in going to a more sustainable vinyl product. To start, maybe you're familiar with it, but I need to point out that on vinyl flooring, the 2 parts, the 2 types, being LVT and cushion vinyl, it's very, very important that you also separate it in your head and towards results, because the two products are different in how to produce it and what you can do with it at the end of life and into recycling. Luxury vinyl tiles, it's mainly a rigid plank. You can install it via a click system, and it's produced, the RCB boards are produced via an extrusion technology. It gives us a freedom to include recycled content in a more easy way, let's say, and at the end of the lifetime of the product, everything is recyclable. Whereas cushion vinyl, and then mainly I speak about heterogeneous vinyl. So Beaulieu is very strong in heterogeneous vinyl. It's a build-up of different layers, step by step. And it's also known with the foamed backing layer. Therefore, it's cushioned, it's soft, it's a cushioned vinyl product. It's produced on slabs, big parts, slabs, and as such, you have it available from 2, even up to 5 meter width. But it's produced, this heterogeneous vinyl, with the coating technology. It's knife over roll coating, and as such, it's very challenging to include recycled content. But luckily, there's also a part that makes the life at least easy, and everything is recyclable. So these two vinyl PVC types, we'll also tackle them in a separate way. First, before we go into these recycling, in the results, we take a closer look in how you can recycle PVC. So you have waste. You have PVC waste, and we focus on flooring waste. You can have them from post-industrial, post-consumer. It's either sheets or edge trims or a combination. Then the next step is you shred everything. So we speak about mechanical recycling. It's just going into a hammer mill and cutting, and have pieces of a size 3, 5, 8 millimeter, shred the material, and afterwards you can either look if you need a second step, you can go to micronization, so go into powder form, go again into a mechanical step to have a powder of your waste, or go to a compounding step, and then you have granules at the end. So waste going to a new raw material. This is possible. Both cushion vinyl and LVT is easy. It can be done. Yeah, it's known, and you need to think that it's the mechanical way where we now focus on. It's the known way. Industrial facilities are there to make this possible. So if you then think about LVT, I said, yes, it's recyclable. How you can recycle it? Now we need to include again the recycled content in your floor. LVT is composed of a top layer and a rigid core board, the RCB. It's in that rigid core board that we were able to put 100% of recycled content in the board. It can be granules, it can be the powder. Doesn't matter at some point, because you extrude and you produce it into the boards via this extrusion technology, and as such, it's easy and it's more convenient to include this recycled content. 100% of recycled content was possible. It was either the internal waste or also external waste. You saw the slide of Ine with the Koenig Corporation. You can put waste of the PVC window frames into your LVT plank. It's 100% possible. But also internal waste was all the time being reused in production, up to 100%. And as such, you have a nice reduction of the global warming potential for the board, being 62%, and in the total product, because you still have the top layer. Top layer was in our case also a cushion vinyl, softer, flexible type. So if you take the full product into account for LVT, then you end up with 26% of reduction for the global warming potential. And everything here was calculated by the CityFlow teams. You see a nice picture of the production, so it's a team effort. It's from innovation to production site to validation point. However, I need to also give you here the honest and sad news that the LVT production at Beaulieu International Group has been stopped last year in April. So good news, although the results and the recyclability was there, and we did nice things on a higher management level, and due to economical reasons, the production was stopped. We go from LVT to the cushion vinyl. So other type of product, PVC, yes, but other type of product. Here we speak in Beaulieu in the heterogeneous cushion vinyl, and as I said before, it's produced with the coating technology. So you need to see that you have a very viscous, highly viscous mixture. We call it a plastisol. It's a mixture of plasticizer, PVC, filler, and additives. And as such, you make the PVC flexible due to the additivation of this plasticizer. And then you coat it layer by layer and you scrape it with the knife overall technology. Now you need to think that this mechanical recycled waste, you need to put it back in this quite specific technology and quite specific production technology. So yes, there was post-industrial waste from cushion vinyl. Yes, we could micronize it in a very fine powder, lower than 300 microns, which is already on the fine side, on the really fine side for PVC recycling. But when you add this powder into your plastisol mixture, directly you saw an effect of viscosity being adapted and the foaming structure and the foaming results being affected. So one of the reasons is we did a lot of analysis, but here the most clear answer is that when you're doing SEM images, so scanning electronic microscopy, you see that if you look at the first two pictures, it's the PVC as a virgin PVC type. Then you look into the mechanical recycled micronized powder, it's completely different. The PVC has been reacted, the PVC has already absorbed the plasticizer, it's gelled, it's cured, and then you cut it in small pieces. Yes, it's small, but the chemical behavior is completely different. And this is one of the reasons, and the main reason that inclusion this powder into your plastisol was challenging, and we could only have a limited inclusion of 10 weight % of this powder, this micronized recycled powder, back into our floor. And then you need to know that we have 4 layers of PVC in our product. So in the end, it was only 5 weight % of recycled content we could add during the full innovation circle, and it's a decrease of 4%. So it's something. It's really something. But at the end, it's not economically viable to have a chain of recycling, including it in your floor for only a 4% reduction on the GWP. Therefore, we look to further routes, and one is having another way of recycling, not the mechanical route, but the advanced route. And in advanced, I mean that the PVC floor is at the end, again, in the blocks of a part filler recycled, a part plasticizer recycled, a part PVC recycled. So it's possible with advanced recycling technology, and we are there in a close collaboration with Ineos Innovin in a project as well for the advanced recycling. Or you can think that we make the cushion vinyl floor with another process technology. We step away from coating and we go via another process technology. So we are working on this in the backside. I cannot show more due to confidentiality reasons, but we are confident that by Q4 this year, we will have a product on the market with more than 20% of recycled content with changes in our way of thinking and recycling and producing. However, we were not standing there and say, cushion vinyl, you know what, closing the chain and including recycled content, it's too complex. Therefore, we had a solution to include biocircular PVC. And it was possible to do it up to 100% via the mass balanced concept. So we buy the PVC from the suppliers with a very lower carbon footprint, and it's completely ISCC Plus certified. And as such, we have a floor, we have a cushion vinyl floor on the market with already 40% reduction on carbon CO2 emissions. You can find it under the brand Twilight or under the product Twilight, and also now we have a new one launched being Traces. So this was the full part on raw materials and production. However, the value chain, we need to close it, so we take a closer look on the end of life. On the end of life, we also were thinking from the vinyl part on how to include a digital product passport. It's definitely the future, and it will be obliged. you need to trace your product, you need to know where it goes to, and to close and to have certified recycling routes, the DPP will definitely help. Again, LVT and cushion vinyl, you can think about two ways on how to implement it. On a rigid plank, why not add a printed QR code? Why not add a printed laser engraved QR code? So there it's possible. On a cushion vinyl product, it's maybe not the most straightforward, as you can install cushion vinyl loose-laid, but it's also still done in an adhesive with a fully glued installation method. And there we had a very nice result to include a digital watermark in our print. So we from Beaulieu in cushion vinyl are very strong with digital print. And we have a nice project together with Digimark, and we were able to include an invisible digital watermark into our print on the floor. We have very nice samples over there in the booth. You can scan them. You don't see it with your naked eye. It's not possible. But your telephone with the scanning app can easily see what product is it and guide you to the DPP of the product. And as one of the last points I need to take here is telling you that we also have a take back program, Relive. So it's also a very, you need to be, we are responsible for the floor you put on the market. We are willing to take it back. And in France, we have the Relive already kicked off to collect offcuts and installation waste of vinyl floors. Phone backing, it's with a personalized service free of charge. And this brings me to the end, brings me to saying that innovation is not always the easiest way. You have flooring, you have different applications, you have different ways of recycling. So here it was the story about what we did the last 3 to 4 years on cushion vinyl, on LVT, with recycling, with take back, with traceability, and having floors with recycled content available to the market. So thanks a lot.